The marketing needs some work. The world's first dynamism shooter and hero builder just aren't great taglines. Got more problems I didn't include because I know this all seems like a big old doom post. And honestly, the marketing needs some work. The world's first dynamism shooter and hero builder just aren't great taglines. There are a lot.
I paused the wrong thing. Yeah, so that is a really good point because I don't really know what dynamism means. I don't think most people do either. It is a pretty cool game, but like I said, I don't know if that's the tagline it has is like the most attractive thing because I don't think most people know what dynamism is. But yeah, let's continue.
Status off. Posted in our Theft Finals by Bozo Vidit 23 hours ago. The current state of the finals. The cheating is getting less game play content each season. The weapon, gadget, we're getting less game play content each season. The cheating is getting out of control. We're getting less game play content each season. The weapon, gadget, and specialization balancing has been all over the place. The complete lack of a functional SBMM system is driving new and even current players away. The new player onboarding system and tutorials are still terrible at teaching people how to play the game. More problems I didn't include because I know this all seems like a big old doom post. And honestly, I'm just tired at this point. I can't possibly list every single problem this game has. I just really want this game to succeed, and I still play it every chance I get to. If a majority of these issues were addressed, I could confidently say this is one of the greatest FPS games ever made. But
yeah, see, that's how I'm feeling too. I'm like, I'm gonna play this game as long as it exists, but honestly, the way they keep throwing this game around is like, you're gonna continue losing players, and I'm like lean into your niche build, your niche side. Don't be trying to be like everyone else. But also, I really wish they would stop taking aspects away from this game because, again, I still vehemently believe that taking away Bacon and Terminal Attack really changed the dynamic of the game. And I still want those games back. Like, literally till the last season, I think it was season 7 was the last season I got to really play Bankit because they still had it on private match. I was still playing Bankit because I was like, man, Bankit is a really good game, and I really, really wish they would bring it back. It was a fun game. It was a very unique game, and it was unique to the finals. When they took Terminal Attack away, they did not give people the chance to play it again. They were like, it's gone, and you're not gonna play it. There's no more nostalgia for you. They also took away Bankit at the same time, and I'm like, do you just not value your player base? Like, they like the games you make, and they like this aspect of the game. Why would you take that away? And then they dropped the ball in a few ways. So when season 8 came around, a lot of big creators learned about the finals. Charlie, there was one called Kelsky or whatever like that. And they said, hey, this is a great game. Everyone come to it. And they came to it, and then they took away the revive mechanic. And I'm like, all right, so when you keep changing aspects of the game, now this is something I feel like. When it comes to the revive mechanic, that's something that should have been taken away a long time ago. And I see why they did it. But they waited too long to do it. And should have been done like, I don't know, maybe season 6 or season 7, but it added to more of the feeling of they're changing too many things. I don't want to continue to be here. And I remember season 8 being like, I just want to uninstall this game. Actually, I think I did. I think I actually did uninstall it for a while because I'm just like, I'm sad at this game, and I don't want to continue to play it if it's like not the same experience anymore or even fun in the way it used to be. As a matter of fact, I stopped. So I used to have like the final songs, like all of them, on loop, and I stopped playing the songs for season 4 and 5 because that was my favorite season, and it just made me sad thinking about like season 4 and 5 music because I'm just like, you know what, that was the season I loved the most. They had Bankit, they had brought Team Deathmatch in to the fold, and I was like, man, having Team Deathmatch and Bankit on the same game, I love this game to like absolute goodness. And then they removed Bankit, and I didn't realize it because I was excited about Team Deathmatch because I knew it was gonna make my gameplay better on Bankit. But then I realized Bankit was gone, and my heart dropped. Cause I'm like, that was my favorite game. Like, when they used to do the tutorial, they want you to play Cash Out because I think they think Cash Out is the best game. Which, okay, cool, it's a unique game aspect. But I wasn't a fan of it. As much as I played it, I'm like, I don't like playing Cash Out because when I get taken out, I have to wait for 20 seconds to get back into the match, and it's like, that's not very fun. Like, sitting back and waiting to get back into the game is pretty upsetting, and if you have to do that for most of the game, it's like, why would I want to play this? Like, I'm sitting out more than I'm playing. Why would I want to play this? So yeah, when I first got introduced to the finals and that was the game, they were like, yeah, this is our best work. I'm like, I don't think I'm interested actually. And then I got introduced to Bankit, and Bankit was a much simpler version of that, where it's just like, you get the coins and you individually contribute to the team. And if you guys are coordinated enough, boom, you guys can win. That was a cool concept to me. It was like Kill Confirmed, except you had to deposit your tags. That was awesome. So I fell in love with the game. I fell in love with this new concept of having to get coins and deposit them before getting taken out. And also, because it was like such a unique game, it was like a big game of tag. You had coins, everybody wanted to get you. And it was such a unique game to the finals. And then they removed it without warning, by the way. It wasn't like there was any sort of formal warning. There was always a warning that Terminal Attack was going to get deleted, but that didn't surprise me. Like, I knew there was always a possibility that Terminal Attack can be deleted. But when Bankit left, I was shocked. I had to do a double take. And I raged about it for months on end. Again, I wish I like made some videos around it, but I was just like, why would you remove your best game from your game? I think I even did a Gru meme. It's like, all right, first we're going to bring Team Deathmatch in, then we're going to remove Terminal Attack, and then wait, we're going to remove Terminal Attack? Why are we removing Terminal Attack? If I can find the video, I will post it here, but it's just, I didn't understand why we decided to take away a great aspect of the game. And they stuck with their decision. They said it was indefinite, and I'm like, clearly people are going to protest on this, and they might change their mind, or hope they change their mind, or at least I hope they consider changing their mind. And they didn't. And so this game has felt empty ever since, because, you know, don't get me wrong, Team Deathmatch is fun, but it's dominated by lights, and don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with that, but it usually, if you know all the people on the other team are light, you're going to lose. Like, you might win, but most likely you're going to lose. There have been very few matches where everyone on the other team is light and we win. Not saying that we can't, it's like trying to fight mosquitoes. And I enjoy the game, but I'm just like, I get sick of this after a while. Like I said, now I know for Bankit, they would also dominate in Bankit, but also you had different techniques. For example, with heavies, you could take out the lights and block the doors. You can use your goo grenade to block the doors, grab the get the coins, and make sure that they don't get in there. So you treat it like Terminal Attack. You know, you block them out, and then boom, you do your cash out, and then you charge through the wall. Okay, that was a strategy. With mediums, you had versatility for the whole team. Hey, we're gonna use a spring. Hey, we're gonna use a zip line. Same thing with light. Hey, we're all gonna go into this portal real quick. Boom, all of us go there. And so if there's a team with coins, we take them out. Boom, we get those coins. Boom, we deposit them. Like I said, there was so much versatility to Bankit. And so for them to just remove it entirely, so like, you guys took away the most unique aspect of your game, and probably the one that required the most creativity. Like, there was some, again, when I was playing Bankit, I played it by traveling rooftops, because like, that feels easier for me. But sometimes I would use my spring, sometimes I would use my zip line, sometimes I would like jump like through windows and stuff to other like balconies and stuff, and that's how I would play the game. There was a lot of different options in which you can play it, and they removed that entirely. And so it's like, okay, well, I mean, I know I rant a lot about them taking away Bankit, but it feels like they took away a core part of the identity. Also, that game has been there since the beginning, so it does literally feel like it's part of its identity is gone. Like I said, I remember I loved it since season 2, I think I was when I started playing. I'm gonna say about season 3. But it's been here since like, if not season 1, season 2 at least. And yeah, it's just, it feels so weird that they took that aspect away from the game and didn't really consider how it might impact the game. Also, it felt like a core identity of the game was removed, because it was there since, again, I'm pretty sure season 2 at least, and it got removed season 5. It's like, what are you doing? Why are you changing aspects of the game? And by the way, that's the only thing they took away. So they have taken that. Well, no, it's not the only thing they've taken away since then. That for the longest time, that was the only thing they had taken away. And then they took away terminal attack, which again, that one didn't surprise me, but it was the thing that did surprise me was the inability to play it in practice. I'm like, so you just don't like people playing that game, or you just don't like supporting that game, and maybe it's a server issue. Like, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. Maybe it's a server issue, and they can't support that amount of gameplay on their servers. Okay, then scale it down. Like, do something where, like, at least it's going to be available, or lock it to those specific maps. But like, just taking the whole game away entirely felt weird. Anyways, I'm going to continue to listen to what this Redditor is saying, but I had to get that bit off my chest at least.
But let's be brutally honest with ourselves here with the current state of the game. How are we supposed to recommend this game to others when it's like this? How is a game in this state realistically supposed to survive? What the next season Embark has to do better. This game has so much potential, and I, like many others, would hate to see it go. Also Embark, and like the non-existent chance you're seeing this alongside the non-existent chance it'll happen. But the AI voices suck, and don't need to be in the game. You've got the art money, so go pay for some actual talent to bring the characters you play as and with to life, for Christ's sake. You'd be surprised with how many potential players turn away when they see that it's in the game. I know there are far more layers as to why it's in the game, but seriously, they are terrible. And you know you can do better, as you have done for pretty much all the other audio in the game. It would seriously make a difference.
No, all the other audio is still AI, and I don't agree with this person necessarily, because the AI doesn't bother me. Now, the new announcer making jokes and stuff, that one does kind of bother me, because it's like, all right, I know you're AI, but you're just butting in and giving commentary mid-round, and it's kind of annoying. But I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world, but I'm like, I feel like it's corny. The one I hated was like, what did they say? 4 down and not even breathing hard. I'm like, what are they doing? And I that one was weird to me. Like, they changed it since, but now he has them more excited when he says it this time. 4 down and not even breathing hard. It's like, buddy, chill. You're being kind of weird on this one. And yeah, it's not my favorite thing. Again, I like Jill and the other announcer. The other dude is kind of there. Also, they changed the other guy's voice entirely, which that feels weird. Like, they had one announcer in, and then I guess they didn't like his voice anymore. Anyway, they ended up changing his voice and to the current announcer or mid announcer. And I'm like, I feel weird about this. So, because I mean, I'm used to it being one way, and then they decided to change it. Which, again, not the worst thing in the world, but the AI voice don't bother me too much. It's just the one that makes the corny jokes.
Edit. Hey, I thought I'd add a few things because I didn't realize how much discussion would actually come from this post. It was late. I didn't really put much thought into making it, so I want to correct some things. I poorly worded the issue with cheaters. I was morezo thinking of smurfing, which is a bigger issue. Cheaters do obviously still exist, but they aren't nearly as common as smurfs are. The nature of it being F2P makes this a difficult thing to do, so I don't actually blame Embark for this issue. The AI comments at the bottom were just a little peeve I have with the quality of the dialogue. Not the fact it's AI, or how it was made, so on and so forth. I did say it turns people away, which it has in my experience. But personally, I have more issue with how it sounds. But in hindsight, adding this comment to the post was unnecessary, because it actually wouldn't change the state of the game at all if it were changed or removed. Sorry about that. Also, lastly, I do still play and enjoy the game. I just wish some of these things were addressed, that's all. I will play this game for as long as it is available, and I want it to succeed. 90 upvotes, 109 comments. By Reddit Fuels Mitopus, profile badge for the achievement top 1% commenter. 21 hours ago. 136 votes, level 1. Translation available. I've been playing the game a ton this season, perhaps more than previous seasons. Yeah, there are problems, and some new gear would be nice. But the changes to World Tour and sponsors. The new map and Point Break are all really good additions to the game. Emo by Quacksky, 21 hours ago, 40 votes, level 2, translation available. I just want more Point Break maps, and I'll be happy. D by Monsieur's Homophones, 16 hours ago, 3 votes, level 3, translation available. I agree, I think it's great and allows you to play a bit more brainlessly, and being more chill, which is a positive to get more people into the game. Simple is better to pull more of a crowd. More innovation in this area would be good, along with pointing more people towards it. Maintain cash out is the main mode, and ranked for sure though. Don't stray from that. And balance for this mode primarily. By
See, I wish they would have actually kept this game along with Terminal Attack, because again, it would have been Terminal Attack Light and then Terminal Attack. Terminal Attack was better because it had more stakes, and it felt like Rainbow Six Siege. And that's what I loved about it. I'm like, this is a pretty cool game. High stakes, different strategies, and playing like Rainbow Six Siege, like breaching and attacking. It's a very unique aspect of the game, and they took that away too. And I'm like, I want to really love this game, but they keep taking away aspects of the game that I really love. And I'm like, I don't know if I can really be attached to this game if they're gonna keep changing it like this. Like, again, I want more than anything for them to bring Terminal Attack back, so at least they have two games that I was gonna say coalesce, that very much complement each other. Because at least Point Break is the lighter version of Terminal Attack, and if you do Terminal Attack, that's high stakes. So you like the stress, you like the planning, you like the strategies. That's more strategic, and that's the thing I like about Terminal Attack. And as a matter of fact, if you were good at Terminal Attack, you'd be great at Point Break. So it's even better because it's more people, higher stakes, and better strategies. But I don't know. It's just they're taking away aspects of the game that would absolutely make the game better, but they don't feel like are necessary. And I'm like, Point Break's an amazing game, but it's a weird game. If you had Terminal Attack, it would complement the game and allow people who love to take this game competitively as well as casually to both exist. That's why I want Bank It to come back, because you can play Bank It casually, but you also can play it really competitively, because you don't necessarily need to be good at an FPS shooter, you just need to be good at getting the coins. And that was the thing that drew me to this game in the first place. I know I harp on this a lot when it comes to Bank It, but it's because this game, it was the thing that really got me into FPS shooters. I played I played Call of Duty, I played MW3, but this is the first game I was like, I actually want to do well. I don't actually have to do, I don't have to be good at the FPS aspect of this game. I can be good at the strategic aspect of this game. And that, it made me feel included. It made me feel included because I was like, I'm not always good at I cannot speak words. I'm not always good at an FPS shooter. But sometimes I can play a game that will allow me to do well, at least. And yeah, the fact that I didn't necessarily have to be the best at knowing how to use, how to aim, but I could use the swords, or I could pick up coins that way, or I could use the grenade launcher. I felt like I could actually play this game, and again, I didn't have to be the best at the game. I could still win by going by strategy over being a person who's just who has a great reaction time. So yeah, it was a game that was beginner friendly and approachable, and it made the game more approachable. Now this game, if you wanted to have anyone play this game now, it's for sweats, and it's purely for sweats almost, to the extent where it's hard to get people into the game, because it's such a, if you play team deathmatch, right, it is a game that is so fast paced and so many things going on. It's it can be overwhelming for somebody, especially for the first time trying. Even if you play Fortnite or Warzone, there's a lot to learn and a lot of things to switch through and implement about the game, or learn about the game in general. And it can be frustrating for someone new. And again, the thing I wish they would have done is kept Bank It so people playing this game didn't have to feel like the options that they play aren't that dynamic, because cash out is strictly get the box in and protect the box, or protect the area. If you get taken out, too bad. It's gonna take you guys 20 seconds to get back, especially if you guys all get team wiped. So it's like, that's not very fun, because if I get wiped out, I'm like not playing the game for like 20 seconds at a time, and that's not enjoyable. And then there's power shift, which is okay, cool. If you can get on the platform and defend it, it's, you know, you can stay on it and you'll win the game. However, the new healing meta has changed how the game plays. And I like the healing meta. It makes it more difficult, but you get a good heavy that's not going to be able to get taken off the thing, the game's over. Like, it's not a matter of being able to, like, turn the thing around. It's like, no, once you get a heavy on there that has a healing thing and a shield, and he can defend, he can take three people out at a time, yeah, no, you're cooked. You're not gonna win. Like, unless you can, like, actually get him off the platform with a sniper or something, it's not gonna happen. And it's just like, yeah, that's a done deal. So I can understand why, like, especially now, people are not playing power shift like that. And I used to play with my friend. I used to play power shift with my friend all the time, and he hasn't played this game anymore. So it's like, okay, well, I guess I don't have really anyone to play power shift with. But again, the dynamic is so much harder now because of the healing meta. What's the other game? I don't play head to head because that's cash out. I don't want to play a cash out. I already said I don't want to play cash out. And then you have team deathmatch, which team deathmatch, again, if it's not really beginner friendly, it's for sweats. You get in there and you might be able to adjust and accommodate, or be able to acclimate to the conditions, but it's a lot in a short period of time, and it comes at you quickly. And it's like, okay, well, I don't know if I had enough time to react. Oh, I got 2 kills? Alright, cool. Also, this is not like Call of Duty. You will not get as many kills in this game because everything is vertical. One of the things about fighting on these maps is that you have layers. Like, it's not like you have just 1 or 2 layers in the building. You have like 5 layers in the building, and so you can have people who are playing way at the top of the stadium, and people who are playing at the bottom of the stadium, and people playing on the 3rd floor, and people playing on the fourth floor. Like, it's one of those situations, like, there's a lot of chaos going on and a lot of things going on, and yes, they leave enough open space that you'll be able to see you know, other characters and other players, but they can be, again, 1 second on the 2nd floor, and then down on the 1st floor, and then back up on the 3rd floor. And it's just like, this is a game that a lot of moving parts are going on at once, and it can be easy to get overwhelmed because, like, I don't know where to go. There's so many options. There's too many things to do. There's too many approaches to have. And I'm not gonna say that's overwhelming. It's just that when you have that much choice, it can almost feel distracting. And again, one of the things that made the game approachable before was having games, or having game modes that people could play without needing to be an expert. Like, again, the thing I liked about Bank It was the fact that, again, if you weren't good at aiming and like trying to take out the enemy, you could just get the coins and then you can just be protected by your teammates. But yeah, that aspect of the game is gone. So the approachable aspects of the game aren't really there anymore, and it's now a game that's mainly for sweats. And again, if they would bring Bank It back, it would make the game much more approachable and probably more fun. But I don't know. I don't know if they value that. I don't know if they really even care about bringing other players in. I don't think they care about the game being approachable, because again, they talk about having a better beginner experience, but I'm like, the best beginner game they had on here was Bank It. That was it. That was the best game they had on here for beginners, because you didn't have to be good at an FPS shooter to participate. But it feels like they don't care. So it makes me sad, but I can't really do anything about a game that they don't value. Hopefully they can change their mind on that aspect of the game. Even if they bring terminal attack just to complement Point Break, that's something that can make a difference. But I don't know. I guess we'll see, but I don't know.